Várjatok. Yes, ez most a tréning. A francba. Igen? Quick time. Istenem! Bassza meg a kurva élet! Nem bírom! Oké, tréning. Perfect! Nem bírom! Oké, van dupla, meg van kitartott. Oké, értem. Ennyire nem vagyok segg. Úristen, mi a fasz? Yes! Összerak, bazd meg! Oké. Eddig jók vagyunk. És ebben mi volt a kung fu?
Wow! Wait, is that could never do that? Gosh, I hope he doesn't knock someone out. See it? Oh, look at that! Did you see that?
Yagami-san, what was that just now? I thought you said you couldn't dance.
Believe me, I'm just as surprised as you. Swimming is part skill and part pulling it out of your ass.
Milyen igaza van?
An athlete could pull that off.
Yagami-san, that was incredible. You're not just a pro, you're a master.
Wow, you're giving an amateur way too much credit here.
No way an amateur moves like that. You're something else.
Mondjuk az biztosan nagyon tud verekedni.
You don't realize it, but you have a gift for this. You're totally a born dancer.
I don't know about all that. What you call a gift, I call muscle memory.
Well, whatever you call it, we're gonna use every last bit of it in our routine, if that's okay.
Tom Zsó, köszi szépen, gentleman, neked is köszi. Kísértet a Ganénál.
Hey, I'm just glad it all worked out.
If it's okay to ask, could you drop by and give us more pointers sometime?
Sajnálom kísértet a Ganénál, de rajta leszünk. Végigjátszuk ezt is, meg a DLC-t, és ne izgulj. Köszi, gyap-gyap. És köszi még egyszer, gentleman, a Krisztusikról.
If you guys will have me, then sure. Not sure I have many pointers left, though.
Oh, you're the best!
I think it's time we headed back now, Yagami-san.
Huh? Oh, sure.
Na és melyik a Sugar Baby? Mert az közben már így elfelejtődött.
So, did I pass? I'd say I made plenty of headway with the dance club.
Indeed you have. Honestly, I'm still in shock over how easily you won Nishizono-san over. Every time I try to approach her, she reacts like I'm there to accuse her of something.
Gee, I
Mert egy
wonder
paraszt
why.
vagy azért.
I'm sure the MRC has gained some notoriety.
Well, all the more reason we need an amazing advisor who can keep up with us.
Oh, I'm amazing now. Does this mean I'm no longer a criminal?
Yeah, I really should apologize for that at some point. Also, I have another theory as to why you installed that camera.
Yeah? Let's hear it.
So, a hired detective shows up to covertly monitor a specific group of students. Meanwhile, spreading through the news like wildfire is the case of Akihiro
Nézzétek, és nem is olyan hülye ez a
a
csaj.
man connected to our school. Put those pieces together, and your objective here starts taking shape. But I wouldn't want to hamper any important detective work of yours, so for now, I'll let that theory sit.
Aha, szóval rájött a kis csaj, miért vagyunk itt.
At any rate, Yagami-san, I'll go ahead and let the chairman know of our arrangement. That is to say,
És akkor hivatalosan is ugye a mentora lesz ennek a klubnak, ezért dolgozhat a suliban.
But do you really think he'll hire me just like that?
Sure, so long as you're officially considered an outside guidance counselor, I don't see why not.
Ja, kurva idegesítő, nem azt mondtam, hogy
Also,
nem.
we do
Azt mondtam,
need
hogy nem
another
hülye.
faculty member as a supervisor, but that's more of a formality than anything. Their only responsibility is signing the paperwork. You'll still be the one running the club. Our school makes you jump through a lot of hoops just to be welcomed as a guest, huh?
Yeah, sounds like they won't let in just anybody. Anyway, is there a teacher you had in mind?
Yep, no worries there. The chairman actually promised to sign off on whoever we chose. Well, I made him promise might be a bit more accurate.
What? Really? Man, I I wish he'd told me. He told me the club's already had advisors and left it at that.
Biztos, hogy hazudott.
I doubt he wants to actually keep his word. After all, if we get into trouble, he'll be directly responsible. He probably thinks the MRC is a big enough liability as it is.
I wonder why.
Well, with all that said, welcome to the Mystery Research Club. Can't wait to see a real detective in action.
Good.
Hey, you'll get your chance, and it's a pleasure to be on board.
Na, ez szépen kiforogta magát, és csak egy kicsit kell
When you
táncolni.
have a spare moment, could you join us in the clubroom for a talk? I'd like your advice on another case we're monitoring.
Nem, annyira már nem izgat, csak Istenem, csak ne kelljen elmesélni Kaitónak, hogy hol voltunk.
Yes, and this one may actually be even nastier. In fact, the sugar baby may be but a single thread amidst a larger, more sinister web of conspiracies. But that's a lot to digest, I know. I'll get you up to speed when you're free.
Okay. Not quite sure how to process that right now, but I'll make sure to swing by at some point.
Meglátjuk, ezek ilyen school stories mellékküldetések, srácok. Mi main story rushba vagyunk, de ettől függetlenül majd meglátjuk, mire lesz idő. Nem ígérek semmit. Igen, a kosárklub, vagyis hát igazából a kosárcsapat tagja volt. Őket kell kikérdezzük.
Hey guys, how we all doing? Sweating it out on some layups?
Who are you?
My name's Yagami. I've been the MRC's advisor for all of a couple minutes, and I need to ask the basketball club a few questions.
Okay.
There was a student teacher who used to hang around here as recent as, what, October? Miko Shiba's the name.
Oh yeah, Mikashiba-san.
Anyway, he stopped showing up out of nowhere. Any of you have any theories?
Senki sem tud semmit.
Okay, scratch that. Then what kind of teacher was he? Is he nice? Is he a jerk?
I wouldn't say jerk, but he was enthusiastic. Yeah, I mean, he did show up almost daily.
The club was really good back in his day. That's probably why he had us hustling even harder than the coach.
So, would you say he was on good terms with you all?
I guess. Wait, where's Koda and them?
Oh, from class 2 too? I don't know. I haven't seen Matsu, Nakane, anyone.
Something special about Class 2 too?
Well, yeah. Koda's in 2 and she was Miko Shiba Sensei's star pupil.
Star pupil. I do know who you're talking about, by the way. Are you saying she was favored over the others?
In a way, Miko Shiba Sensei worked her harder because she hadn't played basketball till high school.
See, most of us
Szóval
already had
annak a
tons of
tanárnak, aki
experience by the
meghalt,
time we
annak a
joined.
kis kedvence volt, az a
So,
csaj, akit
anyone
most
starting as late
basztatnak.
as now has to be really athletic to keep up with the team. Mikashiba Sensei knew that too. I'd say him looking after Koda did us all a favor.
Wow, sounds like the model instructor.
If you say so. But I'm not sure Koda felt that way.
Oh?
Mikashiba Sensei might have just thought it was tough love, but I think he went overboard with the teasing sometimes. Like, he'd make her shoot and then go, "See, that was how not to do it."
Are you saying he would mock her?
That makes it sound bad.
Szóval ő volt a kis kedvence, de alapvetően
Was it Mikashiba
nagyon szigorú
Sensei
volt
the one who
hozzá.
started the whole
Őt
arousing
nyomta a
thing?
legjobban, nem úgy.
He said the way she held the ball was arousing. Said it was her main contribution.
That's not true. She's got a nice chest, too. That's fair. Anyway, when Miko Shiba Sensei stopped coming, the guys in 2 were all like, okay, what did Koda do to him?
Are you implying they had a relationship?
Beats me.
Szóval lehet, hogy volt köztük valami, Miko Shiba és Koda között, mert amikor Miko Shiba Sensei eltűnt, akkor a többiek azért kezdték el basztatni Kodát, hogy mert szerintük miatta történt.
Maybe Koda-san's the reason he was always so fired up. She's
Faszom.
the reason he got fired.
So the writing on her hand, it wasn't some random insult.
Szóval azért hívták Ribbonsnak.
Are Are we about done here?
Last thing. Where are Koda-san and the others? Are they often this late?
No. Everyone's usually here by now.
Maybe they're still in their classroom?
Okay, and I think that about does it. Back to work for the both of us, huh?
Okay. Meg kell keresnünk Kodát, és őt kell kikérdezzük. Segítettünk neki, hát ha nyitottabb lesz. Biztos, hogy volt köztük valami, ez 100% szerintem.
You're spacing out on me? Look at me when I'm talking.
Megint basztatják.
You can't face us because
Negyedik verés következik?
who gave you permission to quit anyway? Newsflash, you're nothing without the club.
Yeah. Think about us for a second. Who has to pick up all the grunt work when you're gone?
Maybe she feels special after what happened at lunch. Like people suddenly give a shit about her.
Doesn't give you the right to ditch practice. Talk about selfish, am I right?
Stop it. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Is that all you know how to say? You think we're letting a stuck-up bitch like you give the orders?
You guys still haven't learned to play fair?
This fucking guy. Why's your dirty old ass still here?
Nem tanulnak semmiből, bazdmeg.
Attention students! Be on the lookout for a creeper showing up in your classrooms.
If I were you, I'd watch my mouth around a club advisor.
Say what?
I'm Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency, and your chairman just hired me to advise the Mystery Research Club.
Bullshit.
I guess word hasn't gotten around? Maybe I'll let a few wisecracks slide for now then. But mark my words, I'll be here every day of the week, so be on your best behavior.
We better get to practice.
Yeah, you do that.
Na, azt hittem kérnek egy negyedik verést. Dobálózós uraság.
And,
Köszi szépen a 2 hónapot.
break a leg out there, Matsu. Not very nice, are they? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Na,
Koda-san,
lássuk.
I'm sorry to spring this on you, but as I said, I'm a detective, and I need to talk about Hiro Mikoshiba. He started training as a teacher here pretty recently, right? And one day he just stopped showing up? At the time, did you notice anything strange about him? Maybe he seemed troubled, or you saw him hanging around strangers?
Why are you asking me?
Úristen, kezdjük
Basketball club
nulláról.
members think you and Mikoshiba might have been close, at least at practice.
They said that?
Nyilván újdonság neki. Köszi, Verocs.
Well,
Köszi szépen.
I suppose there wasn't much truth to what I'd heard then. Don't sweat it.
Köp ki.
Just so you know, I'm actually going to be hanging around here at the school for a little while longer. If it's cool, I hope we can find a way to be friends. See ya.
Wait a sec. Earlier today it was your voice that I heard, wasn't it?
A mikrofonokból?
I just
A hangszorokból.
never expected anyone to actually stand up for me.
Tudjátok,
in
amikor
school.
volt ez a imitációs
You
játék?
could say I didn't really stand up to them for myself much either. We all just treated it like it was a normal thing. Sometimes people would even laugh about it. But then, today, something changed.
Leave her alone.
Everyone suddenly decided to take a stand like they'd seen enough. I couldn't believe it. But that first voice, the one that told them to stop, that was your voice, wasn't it, Yagami-san?
Who could say?
I knew it. It was you.
Igen, attól félek én is, Balázs, hogy eltűnt itt a tanár úr, akivel nagyon-nagyon-nagyon tetszettek egymásnak, de most itt van Yagami-san. Aztán ezek a gimnazista lányok. Igen, erről beszéltünk a múltkori részben, hogy mennyire fontos ez a kik szólalnak fel, mikor kell közbe lépni, hogyan, stb.
I wanted to play basketball on a real team. I used to read this manga that made it look so cool. In a comic, even if you're a terrible player, the team always tries to lift you up. I tried. I wanted it to work, even if all they did was tear me down.
Csőzet, főzet, spektrofotométer. Vissza neked is.
I just up and quit. That's not cool at all, is it?
You did nothing wrong, Koto-san. Truth is, there's a lot of injustice in the world that goes unseen. And some people decide it's easier to be part of the problem than be part of the solution. The kind of people who only feel joy when they see others' pain. You can only do so much to make people see the light. At some point, you've just got to let them go. You know what I mean? Then there's no shame in quitting.
But Yagami-san, I think you can only say that because you're such a strong person.
Bizony, nem is tudod, mennyire erős a bajom.
In that case, we won't call it quitting.
Huh?
You can play. It doesn't have to be with the basketball club. If you practice, you wouldn't even need a school basketball club to get to where you want to be. If this sport is what you want to do with your life, I guarantee you there's going to be a path for you to take. And all you have to do is find that path. I mean, it's got to be out there. And then you don't have to call it quitting.
I don't know about that. Are you sure? I mean, wouldn't that be cheating?
Come on, try to work with me here.
So,
Most már teljesen az ujja köré csavarta.
you're the advisor? Yagami-san?
Yeah. If you need anything, you just let us know.
Na hát, ha megnyílik ettől. Ugye elpályázik Yagami.
If you hit any more trouble with those basketball club kids, you find me.
Sure.
You've got this.
Oké. Ez egy ilyen kezdeti lépés. Ugye beszéltek arról, hogy az ilyen bántalmazott gyerekek milyen nehezen nyílnak meg, stb.
Oh, Mr. Detective. Yagami-san, right?
Ez a köcsögök közül a csaj.
Shouldn't you be at practice with everyone else?
Yeah, well, remember Matsune and Sakaki? You know, the two other guys I'm always hanging around? They're ready to talk to you about Mikoshiba-sensei now.
Huh.
Well, Detective, I think they have a lead for you.
Na hát.
Hey, you're here on some kind of case, right? You know, Mikoshiba-sensei talked to us pretty often. I think maybe we can help.
Szóval ők akarnak beszélni a csávóról?
That is, if you wouldn't mind starting fresh with all of us.
Oh, turning over a new leaf, are we?
We kinda have to. How else are we gonna get good college recommendations? It would really bite us in the ass if you went and narked on us. So, will you at least hear us out? Matsune and the rest are
Zola,
just
köszi szépen.
upstairs.
Húsgab. Köszi a 10 hónapot.
Please, be a nice guy. We're really sorry.
Ez tuti csapda, srácok.
Okay, I see where this is going. How many guys are up there waiting to jump me? The next floor up is for third years, right? You rope some of your senpais into this too?
Wow, you don't even know us and you're throwing out accusations like that?
Yagami is tudja.
How are we supposed to become upstanding citizens with teachers like this? It's just not fair.
Szóval tudja Yagami is, hogy csapda, de lehet mégis belemászik.
Fine, I'll hear you out.
Max balhézunk egy jót így negyedjére is.
Really?
Ja.
Awesome.
De most a kígyót használjuk fel. Nem használjuk fel a kígyót. Na nézzük. Head to the third floor. Harmadik emelet. Na nézzük, csapdál vagy sem? Fekosz, Marvel RNG, pole pozíció. Köszi szépen, srácok, nektek is.
Yagami-san. Sorry to drag you all the way up here for this.
You wanted to talk to me? About Mikoshiba-sensei?
What? I can't hear a word you're saying, man. Why don't you come closer so we don't have to shout?
Yeah, let's get this over with. So many of you. You guys all
Na, szóval az előző játékot ismerve ez még nagyon-nagyon kevés.
That's not how our senpai friends roll. They know the Yokohama Leomon.
Ha micsoda?
Yuma. You mean the local gang?
Hell yeah. I've got a friend who's in deep with those guys. I scratch their back by bringing them chicks to hang out with, and they scratch mine by tipping me for it. It's a pretty sweet deal, actually. Also, we've got a little thing going. I get to drop the Leomon name if I need him to handle some business.
Aha, tehát a helyi bandával vannak jóban.
Exchange for honorary membership? You need to find better friends.
Don't talk to me like you know me. I stay on their good side and I get my personal bodyguard.
Na nézzük, mennyire jók.
I work with the tools I've got to get to the top.
So you got it all figured out, don't you, kid? But you're missing the big picture. They're gonna turn the tables so fast you won't know what hit you.
I'll keep that in mind. But I wouldn't worry about me right now. You're the one who's got the real problem on his hands.
You get it? From now on, if you even lay a finger on us, you offend the Yokohama Leomon, and they'll take that personally.
Oh,
You see what deep
belevonták
shit
a
we're in here?
bandát.
Yagami-san.
So how about it? You know how to say you're sorry? Cash for our pain and suffering.
Oh yeah? How much are we talking here? Grand?
$1 million. If you're short, I'd be happy to hook you up with a loan shark.
Na jó, kész, most már össze kell őket vernie, mekkora parasztok ezek.
First it's a gang, now it's the Yakuza. Keep bringing adult shit into this, I'm gonna start treating you like one. You wanna see what happens to gang members? I'll show you.
Nice.
Sure you want to do that? We're gonna charge you extra.
Oh, you got this shit down, Matsui. Let's take this asshole down! Fuck him up!
Nagyon jó! Yes! Ezt a move-ot annyira örülök, hogy megtanultuk. RIP! Legend of the Crane Dancer. Gyönyörű. Földön baszó. Basszak! Ow! Rip Destroyer! Faszom! Óvatosan. Tökre azt hittem, hogy elkapom. Kaptál székkel.
What a waste.
Még lesznek?
My eyes.
Ajaj, ez a krétás szivacs.
Can't see? Got you now!
No, you don't.
De miért menekül el? Miért nem veri agyon? Yagami miért kell elmeneküljön? Hát halálra baszta volna az embert.
What? Did he just jump off?
Nah. He's just hiding in the dark. Like a scared little cockroach.
De értek, ez a lényege, hogy utána azt tudják mondani, hogy egy gyáva szar. Nem látod rendesen a krétától? És az minek? Yagaminek nem kell látni. Kitörje a szeméből a cuccot és visszaugrik.
Okay, sounds good. You got this in the bag.
Cső Norbihun, Emgeri, Ucsi,
What do we do?
Fekosz. Még egyszer köszi szépen.
You guys follow me. We'll all smoke together till we get an update.
Sure, I'll come with.
Eddig hasonló Norbihun, de szerintem jó lesz. Még most az elején vagyunk nagyon a játéknak.
All for my adorable little underlings.
Aha, megkeressük a cigiző helyen őket? Felmászunk a sövön. Még lesz balhé, nyugi van. Oké. Az egy könyv. The skill. Verge of Death. Wounded Tiger has been unlocked. Learn how to use it from the skills up. Wounded Tiger? Az a Tiger movesetbe lesz. Vagy nem? Sima ability-be? Várjatok. Ez a Verge of... nem. Ez a Verge of Death, ez Wounded Tiger. Increase attack damage in Tiger style while your health is low. Oh, az annyira nem. Az a Leapfrog Strike nem. Crane-be Airwalk. Crane's Hidden Arts level 1. Oké. Hát ezzel lehet, hogy még várnunk kell ezekkel a fejlesztésekkel egy picit, ameddig gyűlik a cucc. Nekem mindig a Crane volt a kedvencem. Az nagyon látványos volt. Mindjárt lemászunk itt, csak felveszem ezt a cuccost, bármi is legyen ez. Toughness Z. Eddig nem is nagyon volt rá szükség.
Tastes good, senpai? Smoking a cigarette in the classroom?
So you came all this way just to get your ass kicked.
Most verte össze a haverjait, amúgy és még mindig milyen kemény.
Go get the other senpais.
Okay, I'm on it.
Istenem, ez a csaj.
You guys better watch out. If your teacher busts you smoking, won't you get in big trouble? On the other hand, you guys could use a lesson in manners, and I'd be happy to teach you.
Huh? What the hell?
Bastard! So this is where you were hiding.
Uh-oh.
Now what? That mouth of yours won't get you out of this. I'm taking you down!
Ha persze, mint az előbb, igaz?
Don't give me that smug look.
Oké, óvatosan. ezt be kell adnunk ezt a move-ot a tábláról. Nice! Ajjajjajjajjaj! Gyere te, geci! Oké, be kell nyomnunk az IX-et lassan. Ez nagyon jó! Damage! Damage! Nagyon jó, kapta. Oké, sztályváltás. Tiger. Nice. Kígyó. Hoppá. Nem állunk túl jó a HP-ba. Kapta halt. Micsoda! Úristen! Mi a faszom volt ez? EX Gauge-be ki tud végezni. De nem arról, tehát nem az volt a lényeg, hogy amikor a EX-et nyom valaki, akkor... Gyönyörű. Oké, jöhet a Snake. Gyönyörű. De cseles. Kapta a székkel. Benyomtam én is, ő is. Mekkora peri, te jó Isten! Gyere, basz meg! Gyere, mutasd, mit tudsz. Oké, óvatosan. Elfőtt az EX. Nagyon vagdalósban van. Nesz a kurva anyád! Jó. Azt hiszem Tiger lesz. Ne! Nem! Basz meg, de hogy tudja ezt csinálni, és ezt hogy lehet kivédeni? Még egyszer, sehogy nem jöttem rá, hogy lehet ezt kivédeni. Tigerben meg lesz szerintem. Megvan. Nem lehet dodge-olni, nem lehet counterölni, nem lehet. Nagyon-nagyon durva. És nem ad fel semmilyen alternatív gombot. Valószínűleg azelőtt kell, mielőtt befog ebbe a mozdulatba. Azelőtt lehet dodge-olni. Valószínűleg. Bár nem tudom.
You mentioned compensation for pain and suffering. That still sound like a good idea?
No, we were just being stupid. Could you maybe forget all that?
Then from here on out, we're buds, right?
Ow! Ah, my shoulder! Holy shit, that hurts, Yagami-san!
Tell me everything you know about Mikoshiba.
Ez is egy jó vallatási módszer amúgy.
Close, right?
Az a move az nagyon kemény volt a bossnál. Na, de kaptunk 3000 SP-t. Az mondjuk elég jó.
Mikoshiba sensei showed up to practice, like, basically every day. Kind of a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest.
As soon as our coach would leave, it's like a switch would flip and he'd start drilling us. He'd make us do like 10 sets of cross-court dashes. And if even one of us lagged behind, it meant 10 more for all of us.
Szóval az a lényeg, hogy halálra szapadta őket.
Real quick. Koda was our weakest link.
So Mikoshiba was especially harsh on her then.
Yeah, because she's such a freaking klutz. Even the first years got sick of her eventually. Only thing she did right was unite the team against her.
You gang up and belittle a single defenseless girl, a beginner in your sport, and you call that unity. Real classy. Listen up. Mikoshiba's parents have reported him missing. Foul play could be in the works here. He's been gone for far too long.
Hey, you think maybe Koda did it?
Bocsi, csak hozzáállítottam a klímát a PlayStation 5-höz.
This isn't the time for bullshit.
Elég a telekom.
Nope. I'll pass.
Have you talked to Sawa-sensei yet? He probably knows Mikoshiba-sensei better than anyone.
All she told me was how exemplary he was, both as a student and a student teacher. And that he looked out for you guys, out of some sort of camaraderie.
Huh? She really talked him up that good?
Why, something off about that?
It's just... Sawa-sensei was really cold to him, no matter what he'd do. I actually brought that up to him one day. And it turns out the rumors were right.
Rumors?
Back when Mikoshiba-sensei was a student, one of his classmates apparently committed suicide. And Sawa-sensei suspected him of bullying the kid. I don't think he ever really got past
Nekünk
that.
kurvára nem ezt
Get all
mondta.
depressed sometimes.
Really? Sawa-sensei thought Mikoshiba was a bully?
Teljesen az ellentétét mondta nekünk.
I actually asked him about it once, but he just laughed it off.
I teach English, and that's what I was focused on.
Köszi már tényleg van a 10-es subgift-bombat. Nagyon köszi a többiek nevében is, hogy támogatod a csatornát. Köszi szépen, haver. Köszönjük. Desszert, neked is köszi a 4 hónapot. Köszi mindenkinek, srácok. Üdv, üdv.
What did she really think about Mikoshiba? I'll have to press her on it.
Szóval nem árult el a nő. A nő. Na most megtalálom a tanárnénit, és szépen kiverjük belőle! Is. Azt mondta, hogy szerinte kedves volt, meg jól kijött mindenkivel. Közben meg valójában azt gondolta ő is, hogy egy buli, és azt gondolta, hogy köze van az öngyilkossághoz. Ami tök durva, tök durva. Kettő F. Szerintem 2F. Mikoshiba sensei. Ez az. Igen, a fakultációs szoba itt van. Emlékeztem rá, hogy a másodikon van. Megint nincs itt. Haha!
Hi there. Has Sawa-sensei gone home?
Actually, she's in a meeting with the chairman.
So then she's at his office?
Yes, but I think they may have some visitors.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Szóval látogatói vannak, tehát még ideig távol lesz. És meg akartam nézni azt a képet, amit eltakar, az a gimnazista kép. Na nézzük azt a képet.
Hey.
Az a kép kicsoda. Azt hiszem, a hátulját le lehet szedni. Micsoda bőr. Az ki a faszom? Nem, ez nem Mikoshiba. De ki lehet ez? Talán Ehara fia? Igen. Egy diáknak a képe van itt. Mert ugye a másik képen nem ez a suli van, hanem az övé. Egy diákról van képe. Oké.
Hey. Suspicious.
Igen. Ennyi szerintem. Ennyi. Hát, hogyha a fia Eharának, akkor igen. Nem tudom még, hogy ez kicsoda. Menjünk az igazgatóhoz. Ott van elméletileg, azt mondták a nő. Még egy darabig. Meg kell találnunk. Valószínűleg a képről akarja megkérdezni? Nem vettem fel. Bassza meg. Pedig azt hittem, hogy felveszem. Na, lássuk. A tanárnéninek felelnie kell.
Pardon.
Uh-oh. Na, ezek meg kicsodák. Kezdődik a gond.
Yagami-san.
Hello, Yagami.
With the Kanagawa police.
Rendőrök.
They said they're here to make inquiries about Mikoshiba-kun's disappearance.
And they asked to see Sawa-sensei too?
Yes. But I have to ask.
Kifutottak az
Can you
időből.
tell me what's really going on? You were asking questions about Mikoshiba-kun as well.
Kifutott az időből, Yagami.
I should leave it to the police
Várható
to
volt,
fill you in on that.
hogy a rendőrség jön.
Their sources are probably more recent than mine. They should have the latest details.
Mikoshiba-kun is no longer with us, is he?
Még mindig nem tudja, hogy meghalt-e,
Just as I feared.
de most rábólintott Yagami, úgyhogy most már tudja, hogy meghalt. Magyarul megtudta az igazgató, hogy mostantól csőstől jön a szar. Ez nagyon kedves nyomozó úrnak tűnik egyébként nekem. Olyan, mint a folyamatosan finkszakba élne. 3S. Marine Reefer, vagy Marine Reefer, köszi a fél évet. Dexter, köszi neked is a fél évet. Zsombors, köszi a 28 hónapot. Kis összefoglaló jön. Következő fejezet.
During his stint as a student teacher. Mikoshiba quickly becomes the center of attention.
Ő Mikoshiba-san. Cuki, nem?
Discovered.
Tiszta protein.
Yagami scours the school for any clues left behind. Rumor has it, Mikoshiba drove a classmate to suicide in his student days. A rumor that the school faculty is seemingly unable to deny.
Chapter 3. Two sides of the same coin. Nice. Igen, a rendőrség továbbra is visszatartja az információt, hogy Mikoshiba-san volt a halott. Csak arról beszélnek, hogy van egy halott. És elég régóta foggatják már Sawa-senseit. Ha csak nem valamilyen zeneóra van oda bent. Nem.
Yagami-san.
Mit mondtál neki?
Why are you still here?
Because I care. Now, if you're open to the idea, you think we could walk and talk?
Why? So you can grill me with more questions? You realize the police just finished doing that, yes?
I figured they'd come knocking sooner or later.
Then you knew Mikoshiba-kun was murdered,
Bizony.
didn't you? And that's why you've been snooping around our school.
You're not wrong, but can we please take this elsewhere?
If you knew Mikoshiba was murdered, why didn't you tell me up front?
Because that information's not public. Didn't the police ask you to keep quiet about it?
Well, yes, but even so...
What sort of questions were they asking you anyway?
I thought I was supposed to keep quiet.
Cute.
Now I'm going to ask you one last time. Please, stay off our campus. You don't belong here. I mean, what if you end up injuring a student? It would be a nightmare for all of us.
Nem hiszem.
Nobody's getting injured. All that's water under the bridge now.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I should probably mention, I'm the new advisor of the Mystery Research Club. I have the chairman's approval and everything. So it looks like I have a place here after all.
What? Since when?
I think we're getting sidetracked here. Did the police ever mention a suspect?
No. All they told me was what happened to Mikoshiba-kun. That he's no longer a missing person. That he's dead. And was dumped in a derelict building.
Pedro Kaktusz, köszi az 50 hónapot neked.
That was all we found out. The police were the ones asking the questions, not us. They hardly gave us room to breathe.
Yeah, sounds like an interrogation, all right.
Is there anything else?
Actually, there is. I'd like to know your thoughts on Mikoshiba-kun's killer.
What?
For example, take Akihiro Ihara. A man
Igen,
who
mert a
took
rendőrség
this
egyáltalán nem
school
keveri bele a
for some
unifogdosót.
suicide. Mikoshiba came up even then, as a culprit bearing some responsibility for that.
Ihara-san? But he got arrested for that groping incident at the train station.
Ez volt a tökéletes alibi.
So the police really are keeping their lips sealed.
Must you always be so cryptic?
It's possible Ihara-san had a hand in Mikoshiba's murder.
What?
Despite being incarcerated for 2 months, he knew exactly where the corpse would be. He revealed it upon being sentenced. This was before the Kanagawa police had even ID'd the body.
Then... Is it really Ihara-san?
A court would say being in jail is about as solid an alibi as you can get. But he could be connected somehow.
How do you know all this, Yagami-san?
I'd tell you, but I showed you one of my cards. So now it's your turn.
Huh?
I've heard you weren't as big a fan of Mikoshiba as you led me to believe. That true?
This again.
You knew he was a bully all along, but yesterday you told me he wasn't the type.
Biztos nem akarnak
I
felelősséget
just want to get
vállalni.
the story straight here. Did you have a sudden change of heart, or were you lying to me for some reason?
It's not that simple.
Oh, one more thing I learned today. It was Mikoshiba who turned the basketball club against Koda-san. Pretty sadistic for a
És
woman
arról is tudott a
teacher, don't you
tanárnő.
think?
That's enough.
Then it's not a stretch to say he probably was a major factor in the death of Ihara's son 4 years ago? And I think it's also safe to assume you know more than you're letting on, right?
Annyira jó Yagami, ez annyira tetszik, hogy visszajött az előző részből, hogy olyan kibaszott jó kérdéseket tesz fel, meg úgy szétforgatja az embert, mint az állat.
Toshiro.
Sorry?
Everyone keeps saying Ihara's son. Like he's just another statistic. He had a name for
Tehát
heaven's sake.
Toshirónak hívták
Toshiro.
azt,
Right.
aki felakasztotta magát.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have papers to grade.
Sawa-sensei, please.
9 o'clock tonight. I'll be at Plage on Izazaki Road.
Találkoznunk kell vele este.
We'll finally have a real talk.
És akkor kezdenek el beszélni, barátságos naci. Ez még csak a felvezetés volt. Eddig azt dumálták, hogy elmennek dumálni. Bazd meg! Semmi olyan, Balázs. Semmi olyan. Imádom, amikor az ilyen játékok nem megjegyzik az emberek, hogy sokat duma. Ha nem beszélnek, akkor honnan a faszomból tudjuk, mi történik? Egy nyomozós játékba. El kéne mutogassák, nem? Jó, az a nyomozós játék, csak elég kevés benne a boss fight. Meg nem szükül a kör.
Kaito-san, so I just left the school and tonight I'm... Wait, where are you?
Third stop of our bar crawl, that's where. I thought work was done for the night.
Licking the wounds of rejection, huh? Is the 99 gang with you?
Just Sugiura.
No.
Said he had to get back to the office to take care of some kind of system trouble.
A computer crash or something?
Don't know. Something about a...
Még az nem lenne jó, hogyha a hangszóró meg a kamerarendszer beszart volna. Azt Tsukumo most csinálja.
Anyway, you gotta come take his place?
Nah, I gotta stay sober. I'm meeting Sawa-sensei in a bit.
Na most lesz mérges Kaito.
What? God damn it, man. You are killing me today.
Would you simmer down? This is work, not whatever it is you're doing.
Oh, then I ought to come be your backup. Where are we headed?
Come on, you think I need a drunk co-pilot? Knock one back for me, though.
Hey, I better not find out you two got it on. Don't do this to me, Doc.
Aha. Sok időnk van még a este 9 előtt, úgyhogy Tsukumohoz kell mennünk. Srácok, hogy megnézzük, hogy mi volt ez a crash, ez a system crash, amiről Kaito így hát elég felületesen de beszélt. Jó, oké. Már csak felvettem azt a cokmokot. Ez az. Keressünk némi bunyót az utcán, ha találunk. Mert egy flip nem elég. De várjál. Meg egy sima sóvit nem elég. Mi a faszom? Na gyere te, geci! Nice.
Really, guys?
Abundant oil. Ott is vannak még. Akkor a térdelbe repülő megbaszógép volt, hogy rossz volt nézni. Hoppá! Kapta! Nem fogom pofán térdelni. Nem fogom pofán térdelni. Meg volt a peri.
What a waste.
Oké. Mi van, a felet ugrani a taxira? Nem. Pedig reménykedtem benne. És más kocsira? Nem, faszom. Pedig vicces lett volna. Még lehet bunyózni egy keveset. Ezen az úton. Mindjárt bemegyünk Tsukumohoz, csak meg azokat szerintem leverjük a genyóba. Áó. A fightba kellene egy kicsit gyakorlatozni. Ivédet. Nagyon-nagyon erős ez. Beszartak teljesen. Ebből kuka lesz, fiam. Rip kuka, jó. Nagyon szép. A perit gyakorolni szeretném. Kelje fel? Kelje fel, amíg szépen mondom. Ez az. Kaptam.
Really, guys?
Jó, lényeg az, hogy megvolt a fight. Úgyhogy akkor nézzük meg, mi újság Cukomónál. Na, hello! Itt az iroda. Yes, Sugiuráéknak a nyomozó irodája. Sonidó, köszi a 61 hónapot. Itt van
Yagamishi, how was school? Kaito-san wasn't happy about you going solo, you know.
He'll live. He can cry about it to Sugiura.
So he does.
De végre nem a suliba vagyunk.
I couldn't help but notice Scandalaw bending your ear earlier. Anything important?
Right. I haven't filled you in yet, have I?
Most elmond neki mindent.
So a policeman arrested for sexual battery might have actually been involved in a murder? Fascinating, if not perplexing.
Yeah. And its roots could very well be Serio High School, where a student was driven to suicide 4 years ago. In fact, the motive for this murder may even be revenge. Tsukumo, could you find any mention of that suicide online for me?
Already done, I'm afraid. Once the chairman asked us to take his case, I looked into everything on the school I could find. If memory serves, he was a third-year student who hung himself at home. The name of the deceased, Toshiro Ehara.
Yeah, that's him.
So, while I did find some murmurings
Akkor
about
az ő
it
képe van
online,
ott a
nothing
csajnak
really
az asztalán.
substantial ever surfaced. He didn't leave a suicide note or a will, and investigators never found anything salient.
De fura.
So I was right before.
De vajon miért csak az ő képe van ott? Emlék küldtette oda?
Suspected there may have been a bully and promptly took Serio to court. But without enough evidence to back it up, the system more or less spit him out. Even so, the lawsuit dragged on until this year. But that level of news hardly makes a ripple
Lehet, hogy
online.
bűntudat, lehet, hogy emlék. Fogalmam sincs.
And that's all the intel I've dug up regarding the case. Huh?